Welcome back to our flower learning session. This is Vicky, and I'm excited to get to this week's activities. This week, we're going to actually start to build some flowers of our own design, do a little bit of science, and then play a couple games. You ready? Well, this is activity number 5. We're going to make flowers out of coffee filters. These coffee filters are markers and actually some pipe cleaners will make us have this nice fluffy thing that we can give to a friend. So the first step is to get your markers out and actually color the flower. You want to just push the coffee filter down and let them use it however they like. You want to spray the coffee filter with water. This will cause the dye to run and look like our first picture once it's dried. Then you want to stack the coffee filters together. The more that you have that you want to put into a thing, the fluffier the flower will be. So you want to put them together and then fold them over to the left-hand side like we see here as it's done in quarters. Then we want to take the top section and fold it to the right, and then fold the bottom section underneath it to the right. And then when you're done, you should have a thing that looks like this, kind of zigzaggy. Now you can tie the pipe cleaner to the bottom of the point, which will actually attach the stem. And then you want to fluff the petals, and you'll end up with a flower like we had. Well, this is activity number 6, and it kind of talks about how plants actually drink their water. We're going to use food coloring and celery to show how learners how plants drink. For this, we'll use the celery in your fridge that we just gave you, food coloring in a glass. You want to fill the glass halfway with water and then add the food coloring to the water. Then cut the bottom of the celery off and put the celery in the glass. Check back in about 3 hours and see if anything's changed. Make sure you check the next day too. The child should be able to see where the blue is actually moving up from the top or the bottom of the celery. You can see like here, and then it'll actually change the color of the celery to be more bluish green. Pretty cool, right? Well, this is activity number 7, and in a bag marked 7, you'll find 16 sets of flowers. Each flower has been cut into 2 pieces, and it's the job of the learner to match them up. Or they can actually match them, the orange one to the purple one and make flowers of their own design, which will be kind of fun. This is activity number 8, flower bingo. You will find bingo cards, which have rows and columns of flowers, and a call out sheet, which has the names of the flowers found on the bingo card itself. The idea is to fill up a row across or down or diagonally. The caller will actually call out flowers randomly using the call out list, and then I'll find them on my bingo card and then mark them with a token to actually show which flower I'm covering, which one I actually heard. When we get a complete row, um, then I can actually say bingo. So if I fill all of one column or one row, I've got bingo. Now, bingo is really an easy game. You can also play blackout bingo, which means that the caller calls out the flowers until someone can completely cover their bingo card with tokens because they found all of them. Well, that's all for this week. I'll talk to you next week.